The rock is pumped for Rose to continue her journey of self-discovery, and I keep forgetting to turn those off. As we return to Shadows of Rose, last time we escaped House Beneviento, we had a fight of Evelyn versus Rose, which, if I would imagine, that would have been a lot cooler than what we actually got. But that's fine. We have our weapons back. Not much ammo, but we have the weapons back. Alright. Only one path to go. Here's a door.
What's all this doing out here?
Well, I guess we can't look at it anymore. That's a door from the castle. Did the castle explode? Because that would have been pretty cool, but we didn't see that happen. I appreciate we're picking up more ammo, because I don't have much.
Where the hell am I? What is this place?
Yes. Well, this has been redecorated since we last saw the village. They have the big fungus balloons. Also, there's a giant...
What is that? I can sense something from over there.
Over where? There's like a lot of things to look at, Rose. I guess we're talking about that giant core. Can we freeze it, or is it too big for our freezing powers?
What?
Why, that's me, dressed in my dad's clothes. Why would I be dressed like my dad? Is there anything else around here? Just make sure. Alright, picking up little bits of items here and there.
They're all just like in the castle.
Now we're back to a bunch of roses being killed. Except that rose over there. There's one rose that hasn't been killed. A special rose. Oh no, evil roses! Anything behind me? No. Oh no, zombie roses. And the Rose duplicates do have it tough in this. They're getting killed by everyone. Even Rose.
They're coming from in there.
Got some shotgun ammo. Rose, some sucking face with Rose and Rose. Turn your eyes, Rose. You shouldn't see that. There's a bunch of roses. Well, I might have to give him a... Just push him down with some stasis.
I need to find that crystal.
Right, the crystal. Very important we find that crystal so we can stop stinking because we sweat from our hands. What a thrilling journey of teenage self-discovery. I hate how badly I stink. I need to go on an adventure so I don't smell so much anymore.
Is this where those copies of me came from?
Do we have a workshop?
Been here.
Ahem. The Megamycete absorbs the memories of all life within its reach, but there are laws that govern this world within it. It seems worthwhile to catalog them as they become apparent. Number 1. The memories that comprise this realm do not strictly reflect reality. What? 2. Only those who are attuned to the Megamycete in life retain control over their faculties here in this realm. This aligns with my understanding of the Megamycete as revealed to me in its visions before my death. Yes, my death. My physical body is gone, absorbed into the Megamycete, and yet I do not despair, for this fate has granted me fascinating insights. All those years I have continued to strive, they are not for nothing. The memories, the consciousness, understanding, and knowledge I accumulated in life have transferred here to the Megamycete, where it serves as a source of power within this realm. If I can harness this power, I believe I can use it to affect the thoughts and memories of others. Of course, it's hardly a perfect arrangement. With so many minds and memories gathered here, finding and retrieving a single person from amidst the rabble has proven an immense challenge. Her memories are here, yes, but dissolute. Perhaps what is needed is the right vessel into which to hold her. Of course, I know the perfect vessel. The only real candidate in all my years of searching, Rosemary Winters. Oh, Miranda. Miranda's still trying to put her daughter into Rose. Won't let it go. When you've been spending the majority of your life trying to do this one thing, you gotta see it through to the end. I've been experimenting with the possibilities of manipulating and reviving the consciousness stored within the Megamycete. When a person dies, their consciousness is stored and preserved, but over time it becomes diffused and diluted, spread thin throughout the Megamycete, and mixed with other consciousnesses and memories. Extracting and reassembling an individual who is thus diffused has proved a monumental effort. As an experiment, I decided to see what would happen if I used different individuals' consciousnesses to create an entity. Results. The results were fascinating. I gathered fragments, respooled the threads, and succeeded in creating an individual, birthed anew in this realm. A success to be sure, but while his unusual physique resembled a man I once knew, he was possessed of a deeply warped psyche and missing a portion of his face. Conclusion. While manipulating memories to create a person is possible, the creations are flawed and unstable. It will not be possible to manufacture a suitable vessel in this way. Okay, so that's why Duke is evil. Miranda tried to create the Duke in the thing, but it ended up looking like him.
Who wrote all this?
I can't imagine who, but he ended up being an evil version. I had intended to duplicate Rosemary Winters, with the hope that a perfect replica might serve as a suitable vessel. However, the results were less than ideal. It would seem that some sort of interference is preventing me from creating a suitable replica. Instead, I have succeeded in making what is essentially a living doll. It resembles the real thing, yes, but has no power. Such a pathetic husk could never prove suitable as a vessel. I will continue my efforts in hopes of discerning the source of this interference. Several hypotheses have come to mind thus far. 1. The fact that Rose herself is still alive. 2. Some other actor within this realm. 3. A flaw in my methods of production. None of these seem especially likely to be the sole reason, nor are any of them easy problems to solve. Perhaps my best hope is to somehow bring Rose into this realm. Were she to offer herself as a vessel, it would be so simple. But why would she ever do that? Additional observations, further experiments with these Rose copies, as I've taken to calling these husks, have yielded another interesting wrinkle to pursue. When subjected to situations evoking extreme terror, they actually begin to express some semblance of Rose's abilities. This warrants more research, and I think my first creation, the Masked Duke, is just the one to perform this stress test.
They couldn't have been watching me the entire time, could they?
It would be, of course, impossible to get Rose to voluntarily come here, unless she felt that she just stunk real bad, and maybe if she came in here, she could find a solution to her awful body stink. That might be my only way. It would seem that at some point during my experiment with consciousnesses, an intruder made herself at home in my realm. The intruder was none other than the failure Evelyn, who had been running about enacting her own pitiful agenda, which has led to a slight disruption in my own plans. Had Evelyn not interfered, Rosemary Winters would have been on the verge of despair, dispossessed of her will to live and her mutamycete powers. Instead, a new passion burns within her. I shall have to extinguish it. I don't know why she's making that assumption. I don't really see Rose being on the edge of despair, so far, anyway. I like how Evelyn has a pitiful agenda. Evelyn's pitiful agenda is, I want parents. And Miranda's glorious agenda is, I want to put my daughter in a body. Is this so hard? Just want to put my daughter in a body. Why can't I seem to do this? It sounds like perhaps...
There's that feeling again. It's so strong. It must be the crystal.
Yep, we're resonating with the crystal.
Almost there. Michael.
Why are we still calling him Michael? You know he's Ethan. That pull I've been feeling is close, but I just can't go any further. I thought I had made it when I saw that blue light, but no, not quite. If only I'd been braver, faster, stronger. So close. I was so close. From Miranda's notes, it sounds like she hasn't been able to locate her daughter in the mold. Trying to assemble a consciousness in the mold, but it's very dilute and spread out.
It's through here.
I can feel it. I can feel the crystal. Can't go there, I guess. Black God, which lives in us and in which we live, create for us a new world as befits your will. Your dark consciousness holds for us a second chance, graciously offered and joyously accepted. You drink the blood of the lost lamb as it falls upon your darkened earth, not to destroy, but to preserve, and once again deliver unto life. Amen.
This is some twisted shit.
These make for some awesome lyrics. Need to put it to music.
This one's the real deal. I can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel that crystal. The crystal's resonating.
Working. Oh my god. Is this what normal feels like?
Rose, I've waited so long for you.
Who are you?
My name is Miranda.
What?
You had become so powerful. Far too powerful for me to subdue directly. So, I had to lure you into this realm so that you might willingly relinquish your powers.
No, but Kay said...
Did he? Or did I? That Kay was an illusion. Very convincing, wouldn't you say?
No way.
Now you can become the vessel for my Eva!
Rose, run!
Ethan, you pest!
Go!
Something even he can manifest. He can't save you, Rose! No one can. Rose!
Oh, we gotta run!
You can't escape! Not from me!
Excuse me?
Dad! Wait, hold up. Is it really you?
Yes, but right now you need to run! Run!
Can't believe we were bamboozled from the start. Hoodwinked, even.
Thanks. Why didn't you tell me who you really were? Why'd you let me call you Michael?
I didn't want to complicate things. I just needed you safe. And I'm sorry I left you alone, but I had to find a way out. And I did. It's just ahead.
Rose!
Get away from my daughter! Stay away from my family! Rose, come on!
Like that Miranda just forgot Ethan was standing there with a shotgun. Oh, right, yes, Ethan Winters.
You can't escape Rose.
Why do I keep forgetting you're there, Ethan?
Distance as always.
Dad!
Rose, now's your chance. Go live a normal life. Make friends. No one will ever call you a freak again.
But...
Rose, just go!
Spear! Oh no, he tried. He went for the spear.
I know. I love you, but I need to know that you're safe. So please, just...
Ethan, you insolent pest!
I got this. Get out of here.
got this.
You think your powers will allow you to stand against me in the heart of my domain? Foolish little girl.
How intent you were on my throwing them away? I think they just might.
There's nothing to fear. Let's see this power.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Do you understand what you're doing? And even if you were to survive, what would be the point? You can't save your father. You are of two different worlds.
Maybe I have to start absorbing earlier.
Don't resist. This will also mean
Maybe I'm doing it too early.
here I come.
Okay, yeah, it's right when it hits you.
There will be wailing and gnashing.
I won't let you do this!
How do you possess such power? Offer yourself unto me. There's no shame. This is
I gotta use some white sage.
Let's see you dodge this!
What is this? It took so much to lure me, but you're incredible. Well,
You might change your mind when I put an end to your plans!
now! Come! Be by my side! Your time is at hand. I cultivated this world within the Megamycete to resurrect your sweet daughter. But no matter how many vessels I created, none had the power to enter. That is why it must be you. You are the only one who can bring her back to me. Whatever it takes, whatever I must do,
Alright, pour some on our hand.
will see.
I do like she still does the pour on the hand instead of drinking it.
You will fall before me. This will also mean why suffer needs? There's nothing. resist. Here I come.
You know, I don't mean to be a downer or anything, but as far as a scene goes where your protagonist demonstrates their big supernatural powers in the big climactic fight, gotta say,
Yourself unto me.
Quiet Man did it better. Didn't do that. The game did not do that much better. It did do that part better though. Not even a bird mask in this game.
Let's see his power. Why do you fight me? How about this? There's no shields. There will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Now, become. Come, be by my side. Your time is at an end. Impossible! You will fall!
My power now!
This will all smooth you. How do you possess such power? Do you still not see? There is no happy ending.
Says the Wicked Witch at the end of her reign!
Nothing changes. Your suffering will never end. You just won't give up. You really are. That stubborn life that shines inside you makes you the perfect vessel. Why suffer needs? What? I shall finish this. There is no victory.
Oh, I got machine gunned.
Rose! Over here!
Dad!
Use this! Take her down!
Oh, I will.
Return and yield your strength to me! So much power! You truly would have been the perfect vessel for my Eva!
I'm not a goddamn vessel. I'm not some stupid copy. I'm me, Rose. And you're done.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh my god!
You're so grown up now. And even though I wasn't there with you, I've always watched over you. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you.
All you've ever done is protect me.
No. Not this time. You lost your chance. I'm so sorry.
No. It was my choice. And I don't regret it one bit. If I had left you, then we never would have had this chance to talk face to face. So it's okay. I'm okay.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. I love you, Rose.
I love you too, Dad. I'm back. I'm back. Dad.
My hand still sweats. I think it's weird to wear your dad's wedding ring.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Well, never mind.
But he can touch the moon, it's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then he can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like
It does. But if
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
All right, well, that was just the original ending. The epilogue from Village. It wasn't well, that wasn't changed at all. I guess the idea is that we're now seeing this with more context since she met her dad in the mold. I don't know. I don't feel like that really had a different meaning or anything since now we played that. I don't know, maybe the small figure in the distance at the end there is Ethan, which people were confused about. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe maybe Rose can see him because she's mold, part of the collective consciousness of the mold. I don't know. You know, it's probably not even worth thinking about. This is probably the last time we're going to see Rose, because I expect that RE9 is probably going to be going back to the present day. I believe that Capcom has said that this is the end of the Winter Saga, so that's our end. Rose doesn't want her powers because she stinks real bad and sweats, and doesn't have friends because of that. But then at the end, she embraces her powers and goes Super Saiyan mold in order to defeat Miranda, who was still existed inside the mold, to destroy her and to end her plans totally. And that's what we had. I get what they were going for in the last fight. It was meant to be this cool moment where she finally embraces her powers and beats down Miranda. I feel like it fell very flat in terms of trying to feel that way. I don't know. And maybe it's a little harsh, but I feel like this DLC kind of blows. I liked Village a lot. I feel like nothing here came together. I've heard some opinions that like the first part of it was good, and then people didn't like House Beneviento because of the stealth section where you die when you get caught. And I don't know. I feel kind of the opposite. I feel like the whole thing was kind of bad, but House Beneviento was the high point. Yeah, you die when the mannequin touches you, but at least, you know, it felt like something. That whole segment, it was all right, even though I had to redo it a few times because I was dying. It was okay. Yeah, I felt like there was really nothing ever here that came together. It also feels like maybe it was cut a little short, I don't know, because we had Castle Dimitrescu and House Beneviento, and I was wondering if if Moreau's Reservoir and Heisenberg's Factory would be next, but no, we just go straight from that to Miranda's lab and the last boss fight. So was this cut short? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. It just felt like it felt very mediocre at best. I guess it starts from that I'm not just connecting with Rose's motivation of I have powers, I don't want them, I am willing to go through extreme, ridiculous, insane danger to not smell bad anymore and not sweat from my hands, then I'll have friends. Like, it's the point where Michael, as we know him at the time, tells Rose that she needs to leave, and she says, no, I'm not leaving, I need to find the crystal. So now that brings up a point of, wait, does that mean she can leave? She chooses not to? Like, she is in this evil within kind of situation and decides, no, I'm not leaving. I want to find the crystal. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not getting this, really. I'm not really understanding it. Because I did feel like there was an Evil Within vibe from this, but in Evil Within, Sebastian can't get out. It's like he doesn't have the option to do it. Apparently, Rose could have gotten out whenever she wanted to. I don't know. I didn't feel like the new enemies in the first section, like the white zombies that suck your face, I didn't feel like they were compelling or interesting. Villain Duke didn't go anywhere. House Beneviento, it was all right with I thought like the mannequin chasing you. It was okay. I like that we saw Evelyn again. I like that she got brought back, but I don't know. I thought, like I said before, I would have thought that Evelyn versus Rose fight plays out a lot cooler in my head. And when we actually see it, it turns out to be Evelyn floats there and tries to push you with wind, and then you take cover, and then when she's tired, you then push her with light. And you do that a few times, and that's the fight. It's like, oh, well, okay, I guess thanks for showing up, Evelyn. And then we just go straight into Miranda, and Miranda's exactly the same from Village. There's like no change there with her character. She's still yelling, "My Ava!" And she's still doing all that. No development or anything there. So yeah, it was just rehash for Miranda. Challenge completed. I can buy things. That's Shadow. What's special in Shadow? Oh yeah, that's right. That was the outfits. That's the outfits. So, yeah, I felt like nothing really came together in the story. I felt like it serves no purpose as an epilogue to Resident Evil Village. I don't know. I feel like you could pretty easily write a better story than this. It wouldn't even be hard. Just in terms of both a coming-of-age teen trying to find herself story and as a crowd-pleasing story, bringing back elements from Village, I feel like it would not be hard at all to do better than this. I don't know. I don't know. Like, Lady D was, like, the main popular thing from RE Village. She wasn't even here. Her castle was, but she wasn't. That would have been very easy to write her into this. She would have had more of a motive to try to get revenge on Rose than anyone else, because Ethan killed her daughters. And her. Having an angry, vicious Lady D appearing in this would be a very easy thing to write in here. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be difficult to just write something that follows up on events of Village. Instead of, I hate my powers. Here I am with some redone environments, but they're dirty and moldy now. And, I'm actually changing my mind about losing my powers. I'm going to take my powers now. Because Dad and Miranda. I mean, I know, like, the budget's going to be limited. That's why they're reusing environments. So I'm not expecting, like, a big thing completely made from scratch or anything. I just feel like nothing here really came together. Well, that is our DLC for Resident Evil Village, Shadows of Rose. I guess this is the only single-player DLC that's coming out. We also took a look at the demo for the third-person mode with Ethan. Which I don't really have a desire to play the game in third-person mode. Like, so, for some people, that's very important. They really want Resident Evil to have a third-person mode. I don't really understand it myself. Like, if the game was made for first-person mode, and it was, it plays better like that. I do like the third-person games, of course, but I don't really get why some people are kind of a little bit fixated on whether or not the game actually has a third-person mode or not. I don't know. I was interested in seeing what we would be getting from Rose. From this, and again, I just feel like we didn't get much. It seemed like there was no reason for the Duke to be here. Like, there was no, I don't know, no character development or anything there. It's just, oh no, that's a fake Duke that was created by Miranda as a test. It's like, okay, I suppose. I guess we could do that. I don't know. I feel disappointed by Shadows of Rose. And, apparently that is the end of the Winter's Saga. So, when we end up going to RE9, it will probably be something different. No one knows what. Like, they haven't said anything about it. But as far as Resident Evil Village content goes, one more potential thing is, isn't there supposed to be a VR version of this for PSVR 2? I haven't pre-ordered a PSVR 2 or anything. I don't have a PS5. So I guess I don't know. I feel like torn on getting the PSVR 2. I feel torn about that because one, I don't have a PS5 as of yet. The other bit is that it is a wired VR headset, and honestly, at this point, I've become so used to wireless VR that I kinda don't really want to use a wired headset. So I'm not sure. Not sure about that. But apparently there is supposed to be a PSVR 2 version of Village. I might be interested in trying that out. So we might see Village again at that point. That could be possible. But I don't know about that. I liked the base game of Village quite a bit. I feel like this DLC has kind of soured me on it a bit. And I know I'm harping on it, but I feel like you could pretty easily write a better story than that. You know, just something that's been bothering me, and I think... Okay, bear with me here. They keep mentioning Rose's powers, both in the base game and in the DLC, talking about her powers. The powers Rose has, she's so powerful. Heisenberg says he's going to use Rose's powers to defeat Miranda. In this DLC, Rose keeps talking about her powers, and she hates her powers, and she wants to get rid of her powers. I realize what this reminds me of, that they keep talking about her powers, but are extremely vague as to what the powers are. But it's a very important thing that moves the plot along, yet we get no details about it. It kind of reminds me, if you are familiar with the works of Neil Breen, if you know Fateful Findings, it kind of reminds me about how he constantly mentions in Fateful Findings that he has found evidence of the crimes going to the very top. The crimes by business and government against the people. Their crimes, he has the evidence of their crimes. He knows all about their crimes. He has to expose the crimes to the public. What are the crimes? Well, we never actually learn anything about the crimes. Not a single detail about crimes. But the crimes are what moves the plot of the movie along, as much as that movie could be said to have a plot. The crimes are very important, yet we learn nothing about the crimes. And I feel like it works very similar with Rose and her powers. Her powers are extremely important. They're what motivate the entire plot of Resident Evil Village and Shadows of Rose, and yet we learn next to nothing about the powers. It's very similar, even to the point where at the end of Shadows of Rose, Miranda gets up at the podium and says, I now have to resign as president of the Mold, and then she dies. It's a very powerful scene. So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know if there's a term for that kind of writing. Is there like a word for it, like when it comes to literature, where there is a concept or a thing that is very important to all the characters, is the main driver of the plot, but they are very hesitant to actually say any details about it. Like, they really don't want to say anything about it, and it makes it feel like a child wrote it. It makes it feel like a 10-year-old wrote this. To have something be very important, but it feels like, I don't know, like there's no capability there of giving any sort of details about what this thing is that's supposed to be so important to everyone. I don't know what you call this, but it is something that I've noticed with this, and it reminds me of Neil Breen's style of writing. With Neil Breen, I understand what the idea is. It's that he wants his movie to be about something, but he doesn't know anything about that thing. So he just kind of throws out words, but we're not actually going to talk about it much, because then he would expose that he doesn't know anything about it, and that's but Shadows of Rose, her powers are fictional. You can just make up the powers. You don't need to know anything about Mold to define powers or explain powers. You can just make it up. You can just make up whatever shit you want. It just has that same feeling to me. It's like the writing just feels like a Neil Breen. Maybe not quite as bad as a Neil Breen movie, but it has that sort of similar feeling to me. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. As we are done with Shadows of Rose, the single-player campaign DLC for Resident Evil Village, probably the last one. As next up in Resident Evil World is Resident Evil 4 Remake, coming out next year, and then the year after that, I imagine we will be hearing about RE9, I would guess. But, powers. We hate them! Hate those powers! My hands, so sweaty. So sweaty.